Welcome back to Malevolence. Last week, checked in with our party. They were having a bit of a break at the beach. That kind of went south. Um, since then, it's been about another 6 months, so it's been about a year since you were at Xarwin Manor. And more specifically, it's been a year since you, Garrick, were you. Happy first birthday.
Hooray! I'm one.
You're one. And, since your first year of being you, you've traveled a bit, you've experienced a bit, but no other memories have really surfaced from the people that made you up. Whatever you make of that is up to you, but no, things have been fairly peaceful, save for the odd skirmish here and there. And in terms of things being peaceful, you and Phoebus have been still together, but as of late, he's become a little bit agitated. He's not been sleeping well. He's convinced he's falling ill. So this evening, he wanted to go out for a date before he was bedridden, his words. So you went out to a little restaurant together this evening. And
Aw.
he very sheepishly apologized across the table about how bitchy he's been, about just kind of like snapping at you and whatnot. He's not been sleeping well. He's been having these recurring nightmares about being possessed at Xarwin Manor again, about losing his bodily autonomy and things like that. And it's been getting to him, and you've kind of noticed a little bit. He's a little jumpy. He's a little not quite himself at the moment. But, as the night goes on, it's time to go back to the inn.
Back to the inn and everything is fine. Back to the inn.
Yep, everything's super fine here. He stretches and shrugs his shoes off at the front door. You've been staying here for a little while. You're probably going to stay here even longer because of winter coming in very quickly. Well then, that was lovely, dear. Thank you for taking me out.
Of course.
I'm just going to hang up my jacket. Hang on.
Oh, that's fun.
You can take off yours too if you want.
Oh, rollable tokens! Oh boy. Oh, shucks.
Mm-hmm.
Goodbye, coat.
You guys hang up your coats on the hanger, and he rolls his neck a few more times. Do you want to just get ready for bed?
I think that would be best. There's nothing else I can think to do.
I mean, there are many things we could do. He's like leaning back as you walk past him.
Garrick shoves him, but not too hard because it's Phoebus with his shoulder and walks over here. Kicks off his shoes and lays in the bed.
I'm just gonna go freshen up. I'll be a couple minutes. And he goes into the washroom to do whatever the hell he does at night. You don't know. You've decided not to care because of all the weird things that come out of his bag. But the bed's comfortable. It's a little too comfortable, honestly. It's a little suspicious. You also get breakfast in the morning, so this might actually be a honeymoon suite, and he's been denying it for a good couple weeks now. How are you feeling?
Is this in how am I feeling, or how is Garrick feeling?
How is Garrick feeling?
How's Garrick feeling? He sees Phoebus's concerns, but he's not worried that any bad things will happen again because he is here, and he won't let anything bad happen, and he's very confident in that, which may be his undoing depending on how this adventure goes.
Hee-hoo.
Hee-hoo.
Hee-hoo. As you sit there and you hear the water running, you hear the clicking of multiple different glass bottles hitting the countertop. Your eyes get a little heavy. And they get heavier.
Oh yeah,
and
they do.
get heavier.
The bed's too comfy.
It's too comfy.
Without even
And
realizing it, Garrick sort of just, like, gets under all of the blankets, regardless of how hot it might be in this room, and gets too cozy.
you hear Phoebus call to you, but you're too out of it. You're too sleepy to really listen. You're much too tired. And you close your eyes. And then you open them again.
Oh, no. Everything's fine. It's cool.
It's so cool here.
It's so cool here. This is pretty cool. There it is. I was like, where's the spooky music?
It's here.
It's here. All over the place. That's why it's called ambience. Garrick shoots... Yeah, he shoots awake. Not like, you know, when you fall asleep for, like, you think it was only a minute, but really it's been hours, and you're like, whoops. It's very much that, but he sees that the lights are out, and not only is Phoebus nowhere to be seen, but there's a huge hole where the door is supposed to be.
Are you concerned about where Phoebus is?
Absolutely.
Here he is. He just stares.
Phoebus, what is this? Where's the door? Oh god, it's that fucking Drake and Josh Mean. Drake, where's the door? Where's the body of Christ? Anyway.
He just smiles and shrugs. I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? Garrick comes over and peers into the void.
There's no door.
There's no door. You are.
That's not so bad.
You are too relaxed about this. Can I suss out if this is the real Phoebe? This is giving me not real Phoebe vibes. What do I roll to see if this is a fake?
Sure. Give me a perception check.
Garrick's not like he's used to spookums and weird shit, so the first thing he would be like, okay, what is this? 28.
Well, it's clearly he's a bit off, but no, it's kind of how you remember how he looks. He's got the hair, he's got the halo, he's got the shirt on. Maybe he's real?
I squint. What was the last thing we did before we went to bed?
Well, you and I went out for a romantic evening, and we had lovely drinks by candlelight, and we held hands under the table, and you blushed a little bit.
Did he actually blush a little bit?
I feel like Garrick is like the kind of person to just kind of naturally get sort of red.
Okay, then yeah, he definitely did. I'm waiting for like aha, that detail definitely didn't happen.
And then
but
we
now that
came
all
back
tracks.
here, and then you went to sleep.
And what about you?
I've been here the whole time, dear. I never leave your side.
You didn't get in bed with me.
I didn't.
Why?
I was in the bathroom.
Of course. Of course. God, Garrick can't see into the void. He's gonna look into the void. Hakacha, 26.
You don't see anything at the bottom.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
And Phoebus sort of steps a little closer. What do you see?
I see you now, but I don't see anything else.
Why don't you take a closer look? And he pushes you.
Yeah, I figured. Whoop! Just gonna let that happen, even though realistically, Phoebe's twink ass couldn't push anything.
Nope. Here, let me.
But this is weird time, so I'm just gonna say, oh, cool. I'm just gonna say it happens. Well, I'm probably still ass up.
You fall out of a chimney. You fall out of this fireplace, and you land in this strange room.
Excuse me, while I read everything on this chalkboard. Hold up.
Do you want to see the chalkboard?
I'm reading the chalkboard. I already see it. Unless there's like a handout for it, but I'm reading. Hold on.
There is a handout for it.
Oh, I mean, sure. I'll read that too.
There's a strange chalkboard on the wall. There's a bubbling cauldron with, well, it's pouring
Goop.
over and staining the floor. And there's a man in the chair across from you. He's lying on his back, arms like flopped to the sides as he's just kind of staring at the ceiling. And he hears you clatter to the floor, and he pops up like, ah, Jesus, fuck!
Ugh, what is this? Who are you?
He just stares at you, like his jaw just drops.
I just stare at him.
Oh, holy shit. Can you see me?
Yes, very clearly.
Oh. Oh! And he stands up and dusts himself off and very quickly comes over to lend you a hand. This man is significantly shorter than both you and Phoebus. He's about like 5'6". Here, bud. Here, man. Let me help you up.
What did you say? I don't know if you cut out
He-
there,
he-
if I just misunderstood what
Oh,
you
did
said.
it cut out?
Maybe.
He said, here, man, let me help you up.
Oh, okay. He is helped up. You haven't answered my question.
Shit, fuck. I'm sorry. I'm a little overwhelmed. What did you ask me?
I asked, who are you? And where are we?
Oh, fuck. Ooh, that's a loaded question. Do you know? He kind of points at you and then like points at the chalkboard and points at you again. Do you know what you are?
Yes.
All right, cool. He like claps his hands and rubs them together. I'm part of you. Name's Alwyn.
You are one of the people who Xarwin used to make me.
Yeah, more or less. Shit. Fuck. I never expected you to actually show up in here. Damn. Alright.
Where is here? Is this my subconscious?
I mean, I guess. Or at least it's a part of my subconscious that's part of your subconscious that are all kind of shared together in a subconscious sort of jigsaw puzzle. And he's like mashing his hands together and like kneading his fingers against the other. And like, I'm not the only one here, if that's what you're wondering. But, God, fuck, I never expected you to actually be able to see us. That's so cool. Oh my god.
Well, I'm glad you're having fun. He just eyes the chalkboard and Xarwin is a hack. It's very funny. Takes in all of this spicy info, which is really just stuff he already kind of knew already, based on the notes that he destroyed at the end of the Malevolence adventure.
Mm-hmm. I guess I can answer any questions you have. I'm sort of the forefront expert on you.
How do I get
There's not
out?
a lot.
I need to make sure that Phoebus is alright.
Well, I mean, you're asleep, bud.
So there's no real danger then.
Yeah, probably not. Why? Why are you worried about Phoebus? I mean, Blondie can take care of himself, right?
Garrick looks at him. I'm always worried about Phoebus.
Oh, you're worried about me? Oh.
Is this the real Phoebus, or is this some sort of... Is this how I see him in my subconscious, like I'm seeing you?
Alwyn just kind of runs a hand down his face. I've got a theory about what he is. So this thing only really shows up when you're having a bad dream or something. I think it's like your brain trying to calm you down. I mean, it's kind of cute.
I assure you I'm perfectly calm. He's not.
And Alwyn just kind of scratches the back of his head in a way very similar to you and just kind of looks behind him. Oh, shit.
What's behind him? I need to zoom out.
Nothing. It's a red sea surrounding you. It's just a corner of a room in a void of nothing.
Alright, well, as fun as all of this is, I need to wake up now, so I don't know how this works. You can send me back now.
Oh, bud. I can't do anything. I don't, even if I could, I don't remember how.
I see.
I'm a third of a brain stitched to three other brains. I don't. But hey, and he like gestures back to like the void of nothingness surrounding you all. This wasn't like this yesterday.
What was it like yesterday?
I mean, sort of the same, but it wasn't. He like peers blood. I'm guessing that's blood. I'm guessing that's blood. Do you normally have blood dreams?
No, I don't normally have blood dreams.
Cool. Okay. Neat. And he just sort of squints. Cool. All right. I don't know what to do about that. I mean, I guess I can like jump in, but I don't know how far a swim it would be back to the hub.
Perhaps one of the other, well, me's might.
Oh no,
be
buddy,
able
don't
to
worry
tell
about
me.
it. We're not you. We're part of you, but we're not you. It's he
You know
like
what I mean.
vaguely gestures again. I can like give you sort of the rundown.
That would be appreciated, but if you can't help, then I will just go.
I mean, I'm gonna do my best. I'm gonna help you, man. But like, I mean, like, aside from Blondie gestures at the fake Phoebe, who just kind of winks and waves. I guess I would call myself your #1 fan. But so there's me. I'm what makes you smart because I'm smart. Shoots you a thumbs up. There's Thomas. You know about Thomas. He's weird and kind of shady. And then there's Jack. Jack's a real sweet guy, real nice. You'd like Jack. And then and he just kind of looks you up and down. And then there's Edward. He's not too thrilled to be here, so have fun with Edward, I guess. But I guess it's kind of a miracle that you can even talk. I mean, damn. I mean, like that first year, you were just kind of babbling, and it's really, really, really impressive that you managed to just get up and walk back into the house. I mean, like, wow. Because by all accounts, man, we are a miracle.
If you're the reason I'm smart, then I suppose I have you to thank for it.
Oh, well, and he very, very shamelessly, deeply bows. You're welcome, bud. I mean, I'm not sure what's going on, but maybe the others would.
And they're at this hub you mentioned before.
Well, not quite. The hub connects all of our different zones. It's hard to explain. I don't really know how much it's changed, though, if it's all bloody, gross stuff.
Which direction is it in?
He points out into the darkness.
This way?
That sort of way.
This way? Okay, to the left ways.
Yeah. I'm not really sure of the direction anymore, but I'm sure I can figure it out. Hang on, give me a sec. And he takes a couple steps back, and then he runs and cannonballs into the darkness. Let me see if I can use the reveal tool. Please and thank you. Please and thank you. That'd be so cool. That'd be so nice of you. Reveal. How do I reveal? Yeah.
Oh, hey, that's a lot of that's a lot of stuff. Cool. It's not what I was expecting.
And there's like a rumbling in the water. You hope it's water, and this body of Alwyn rises to the surface and just bobs a bit.
Jesus. I can't turn Garrick around, but it's like, that happens. There's something behind me, isn't there? That's what I immediately thought. We'll pretend Garrick's looking in the right way, and,
Here, I can flip them.
oh, thank you. Oh! Does it just, he just waits a minute? Does anything happen, or does it just sit there? Oh god, we have to ride it like a boat. I hope not. We have to ride it like a dead boat.
You just watch as the fake Phoebus just walks across it like it's just like a bunch of little islands.
Like it's a boat. Alright. Yeah, okay. He wasn't hoping to deal with that, but Garrick, ungraciously as always, probably gets a bunch of blood on him. And,
it's
hops.
warm.
I bet. It is my blood, after all, probably. So I hope it's warm.
Probably.
Hops on the dead boat and waits for something to happen.
The dead Alwyn, and you
The
sink back
Dalwyn.
under. And when you rise up,
Are we in my stomach? Hold on, let me zoom out. This is a tummy? What is this?
you don't know.
You're right,
Alwyn
I don't
just
know.
kind of has his hands on his hips, and he's like looking around. He like gives like a sharp whistle, like, "Damn,
Ouch.
shit, this stuff is fucked." All right, cool.
Where are we now? Is this the hub?
No, we gotta keep walking, I think.
Very well.
This is nice. I do enjoy when we get to go out for little outings. And I'm gonna stop you right there, Garrick.
I was gonna say, like, does something immediately happen? This is not a nice outing. And then something immediately happens, I'm sure.
it is. And this
No.
information is relayed to you instantaneously, but you get to watch it play out.
Oh, shit.
So thank you very, very much for inviting me into your house, Paracount Xarwin. So I did want to ask you something about a missing persons case that happened that's kind of come to my attention recently. A man by the name of Jack went missing recently, and it's evidence points towards that he was coming here for a job interview. Would you happen to know anything about that? And Xarwin stretches in his chair a bit and just shrugs. No, I don't believe I do. More wine. Oh, yeah, sure. And you see Xarwin lean over to this butler next to him, who itches your brain in a bizarre way. And he gestures to Alwyn. Another glass for the man. And the butler nods. And he walks over.
And
while Alwyn's
uncanny.
While Alwyn's too busy chatting away with Iosif, you notice as the butler opens up a ring on his finger and empties a powder into the drink
Poison!
before sliding it towards Alwyn. And Alwyn goes, cheers, thank you. And takes this big sip. So, I just wanted to ask, I know you say you don't know the man, but there is paper evidence leading towards you and... Excuse me. And he starts hacking and coughing. Shit, fuck, I'm sorry. Until eventually he coughs so much that he ends up passing out and stumbling out of his chair. And an image flashes in front of you. Did you get the pop-up?
No. Oh, do I need to go back and look? I did not.
Players journals keen.
Me.
Show it up, players.
Oh, there it is. Oh boy. The fuck is that? Whoa. Oh, okay.
You have the image of Alwyn stretched out on one of the many tables in the basement, and his eyes haven't been taken out. His brown eyes.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Oh, God. Oh, man.
And the image goes away, and time resumes. Oh, I'm sure it's pleasant enough. Alwyn stops and just kind of looks back at you. You good?
Garrick turns back to him. It is too late, but I am sorry.
kind of blinks a couple times. Oh, you mean about... Nah, it's all good. Water on the bridge. I mean, I was kind of mad for, like... He waves his hands a couple times. First couple months, but I kind of got over it. Because, like, I figure if I figure out how you work, I figure out how we work, and then in turn, I figure out how we can get out of here. Because right now, I kind of think we're stuck here in a loophole. Because, like, we're dead. We're dead, obviously, but because you're alive, and the parts of you that are us are alive, and we're attached to those parts, we're technically considered alive. Which is all kinds of fucked, but, you know. Anyway, hub's up ahead. And you continue forward.
Oh boy.
Going to shift ping.
Definitely turning the ads off for this one, boys and girls.
Oh, I forgot to do my trigger warning. Oops.
Oh, you sure did. It'll be in the description of the video. I think it's okay. I'll put a little schmingus in there. This is cool though. Holy shit.
Schmingus. And you come into this
Holy moly.
network of ligaments and sinew and just strings of flesh strung across this chasm. And Alwyn stops. Oh, yeah, it definitely didn't look like this before. Yikes.
Is this the hub?
I think so. The mouth is new?
Garrick is just kind of stunned because holy shit. What do you say to this?
I think it's a lovely place.
It is not.
We should come more often. We should visit more.
Phoebus.
Yes, dear?
Not now. And Garrick is just like, oh boy. Oh man. It's a lot to take in, even for him.
Yui. Okay. Well, he claps his hands. Nothing we can do but keep going forward, I guess? I don't know which way goes where now.
So, I mean, it looks like out of character, the options are this way, and this way.
Mm-hmm.
There's 3 different directions.
Mm-hmm.
Garrick...
Owen's basically just saying he doesn't know which way leads to what person now.
Then we will figure it out together, won't we?
Oh, okay, we're going this way. Cool.
Garrick staying away from the fucking... Great job, by the way, but also very scary.
Hang on. Do you look down?
Into the abyss? Yeah, he can't help for a little bit.
You see bobbing in the red liquid below you. You.
Oh, there's more. Oh boy. We zoom in on that. I just zoom way out to show the
Alwyn
creature.
leans down. Ooh, yucky. Ooh.
I'm
Weird.
choosing not to think about that. The subconscious is a strange place.
Yeah, you're fucking telling me, Jesus. And you
Next
walk down
this
you
way.
walk down this path. Let me just adjust some things on this map really quick.
Yeah, no problem. I'm just gonna look at this fucking... There's some really good details of the teeth. Oh man, they're all like, they shine like actual teeth do.
Thank you.
Good job.
I looked at dentures for reference.
I looked at dentures for 70 hours.
I did that one.
No.
I did this one on stream. And then you walk further and further as the red fades into sand and gravel and dirt and grass. You come across here.
That sounds nicer than that one. Oh, this is a farm. Is this farmer... What was the farmer's name? I should know this, but I have forgotten. It's been so long.
Alwyn mentioned him, but his name is Jack.
Jack, that is him.
And you guess you see him standing at the edge of this cliff face as he's looking down with his hands on his hips, just looking perturbed and very confused and lost. And Alwyn cups his hands over his mouth and just shouts, "Hey, Jack!" Oh. Yeah? Oh! Is this you? He points down at he points over the cliff. Is this your fault?
I do not know. Also, hello, Jack.
Oh! Hi, Garrick. I wasn't expecting you to know my name.
The
Walks over.
smarts of me figured it out, and he gestures over to the brains over here.
Oh, is that what he's called? What he told you?
Yes.
And he holds out a hand to shake very politely.
Garrick takes it and shakes his hand back.
And he leans in a little bit and, like, kind of whispers at you. He just says he's the smart one.
Then who is the smart one?
I don't know. Definitely not me.
Fair enough.
And he pulls back. What's going on?
Real quick, so I'm not a dummy. Can I get, like, name tags under everyone so I stop forgetting what their names
yeah,
are?
hang on. I don't think I did them on every map. Oops.
That's okay. Alwyn. Okay. Alwyn and Jack. Got it. I'm terrible with names. So I was like, oh, yeah. You.
I'll keep name dropping them because I can't do voices.
That's fine.
And
whoever that is, Phoebus, whatever your name was. What?
Here, do you want me to...
No, I'm kidding. I know what Phoebus's name is. Yeah, Phoebus. You. We've been together for a year and you still don't know my name. I've been faking it this whole time.
I was so worried you'd get mad at me.
It was never a good time to bring it up. Can you imagine? Anyway. Sorry, what was the last thing Jack said? I'm sorry.
Jack asked, what's going on?
I fell asleep and now I'm here, and it seems, Garrick looks into the awful red void that is probably just him, but worse.
You see
everything
a
seems
green eye
wrong.
peering back at you.
Yeah, this
which
one over
looks
here.
like Jack.
Or maybe it is part you also, I'm not sure. He turns away, kind of skeeves him out a little bit looking at all of this. Like, he's a tough guy, but he's not like a gore and viscera guy. Like, it's a little much, even for him.
I don't know, admittedly. I sort of was dazed out for a bit. You know how it gets. You just kind of sit here all day, every day, and do nothing. But, I don't know. I looked away 1 second, I look back, and it's all yucky. Alwyn, like, holds up a hand. Yeah, me too. So you're just asleep? Nothing happened to you?
Well, I don't know if nothing happened to me, but last thing I remember is falling asleep in a bed that was too comfortable, which I should have known would be my downfall.
Jack nods sagely, also a dirt boy. Yep, I understand that. Alwyn kind of, like, rubs his chin again, thinking, I mean, you kind of were sitting in that house for, like, 60 years? Who knows how long stewing in all that garbage, like, what that did to you.
And yet, nothing has happened for the past year, so why now?
I mean... He kind of scratches the back of his head. It's been getting kind of weirder in here, a little bit. Nothing, like, outright awful, but, like, things were kind of disconnected. Stuff didn't really make a lot of sense. Things kind of seem damaged sometimes. I don't know. It's hard to explain. And Jack kind of blinks very slowly. So, are you saying that maybe something went wrong because he marinated in the red mist?
Perhaps this wasn't meant to last forever. All of us, as one person. As far as I know, it hasn't been done before, so...
Well...
Perhaps things are breaking down.
You weren't exactly one person, buddy. I mean, if anything, you were just the one steering the ship. But, you know, when we all kind of came to around the same time as you were like you were... this is gonna sound silly. You were a baby in a man's body with a big axe. And
that sounds correct, but what I mean is, you know, is a body meant to have so many people in it? I wonder if I'm finally breaking down.
I mean, everything seemed fine. I doubt it's us breaking down.
Hmm.
I'd hate to ruin what the good thing you got going on. And Jack kind of nods. Yeah, I mean, I'm not thrilled to be in here, but I don't want to kill you. And Alwyn's like, whoa, we're not talking about killing. We're not talking about killing. I'm just thinking that maybe things might be a little unstable.
Hmm.
This is a lovely property you have. Thank you?
It is very nice, except for the, he gestures to the, this.
Yeah, I can't remember what used to be there. I mean, I think this is my farm. I think it is. I can't really remember what I used to grow, though.
Does Garrick remember?
He might.
Well, what do I roll to remember?
Maybe... I think maybe you would just roll hard wisdom.
A wisdom check, you say. 5, I don't know.
You don't know. You
Yeah,
look
I don't
around,
know.
he's got grass and dirt. Maybe this is a grass farm.
It's like wheat and stuff, it looks like. It's just like wheat.
It might be wheat.
Garrick would know what wheat is, I think. It'd be weird
Well,
if he didn't.
you got a 5, and you're staring at it. He's like, I hope this is wheat.
Okay, fair enough.
You're not certain, but it is probably wheat.
He's not that dumb. He knows what wheat is. But yeah, maybe it's weird wheat. He's not confident in what this may or may not be.
But, is there any reason you came to see me? Or... I don't really know much about nothing. That's more Alwyn.
Well, we're trying to gather all of us, and you are our first stop.
Oh! Well, I'm glad to be first for once. That's very nice. And he pats his coveralls a little bit. You know what? I think if it's as gross in here as it is out there, I'm gonna get something really quick. And he quickly rushes into his little shack. And a couple seconds later, he comes back out with a crossbow. I know it's not real, but it makes me feel better.
Well,
I mean, hey, shit, whatever works, man.
well, if we're in my mind and I think it's real, then perhaps that is enough.
Yeah, I like that thinking. Yeah, it's pretty good. You're so smart, darling. And he clasps his hands under his chin.
I should warn you now, Jack, what, the hub is probably not the way you're used to, it looks awful. How does he say this?
And Alwyn just kind of leans back. He means it looks like a gore fest.
It does look like a gore fest. There's also a giant mouth. I don't recommend touching that.
Yuck. Okay. Oh my goodness.
And-
Hi, Goldie.
Then Garrick's ready to go back, unless something
Alrighty.
else happens.
Let me just.
Do-do-do-do-do-do.
I'm gonna leave you there for a second. I have to adjust some stuff on the next map.
Everything is fine.
Because
on the
everything
farm
is
map.
set up on like who you choose first. I have everyone on the
replayability.
yeah replayability. Yeah, who am I gonna bring through here?
Who am I gonna bring through here on my Mass Effect 3 run?
Yeah. And you walk back into the red on the way back.
Oh, different red.
You hit another pit stop, you think, but nothing's immediately apparent. And Jack looks very wary as he looks around, kind of aiming his crossbow everywhere. I don't like this.
Jack, before we proceed, I believe there is something that you should know. The last time we came through one of these, I discovered that I am the reason that Alwyn is dead, and I fear that might be the reason for you as well.
I mean, you didn't exist before we died, so...
Well, hold on to that thought, and Garrick moves forward in hopes that it activates a core memory or something.
You get a core memory.
Oh boy.
And You get the sensation that this is inside a general store, as you see Jack and a man whose face you can't remember standing across the countertop from one another. As
Mm-hmm.
Jack slides a letter to this man. I got this in the mail, and I was hoping maybe you could help me read it. The man kind of stops what he's working on and takes the paper. This has an official crest on it, young man. Are you sure you want me to read this? Well, it's embarrassing, but I can't read, so I'd appreciate it for the help. Of course, hang on. And he takes out like a letter opener and slides the knife under the wax seal and breaks it open. And you catch a flash of the wax seal, and it looks like the crest of the Xarwin family. And he reads the letter. Oh, it sounds like you got a job offer up at Xarwin Manor, young man. But, it says not to tell anybody you got this letter. Oh, I'm just sure nobles are kind of secretive like that. What kind of job is it? Well, it sounds like, they want you to be their groundskeeper. Oh, groundskeeping. I'm alright at that. I don't know why you'd ask me to do it. I'm kind of a nobody, but it's nice that he'd offer me a job. And he pulls out his suspenders, very pleased. And this part of the memory fades away. You good?
Well, that wasn't as bad as I thought, but
I mean, there's still a whole room. Maybe you have to hit spots. Maybe you're hitting pressure points. Wouldn't that be cool?
I don't want to think about that. Garrick keeps moving forward.
Stop right there.
Uh-huh.
And you come across another memory. And this makes you think that it's perhaps outside the old barn that used to be next to the Xarwin Manor. The one that Dirge was so convinced was haunted, but nothing really ever came of it. And you believe... Pardon me. And you see Isif Xarwin leading Jack to the front of the barn and inside. And this is primarily where you'll find your tools. Oh, I mean, I've got tools at home. I can bring them. No, that won't be necessary. Okay. You have a room inside. Okay. Excellent. I thank you very much for the offer, your paracountliness. I'm very grateful for the opportunity. Yes, I'm sure you are. And as Jack turns to kind of look around the barn, you see ISF pick up a pitchfork very quietly. Let me just... No, wrong memory. Ba-doop-ba-doo. Some players' journals. And he raises the pitchfork and runs him through.
Oof, just like that, huh?
And as Jack slides to the floor, gasping for breath, you hear ISF mutter, well, that's one. And then it fades away. You okay there? You look kind of spooked.
I owe you an apology as well. Even if I did not directly kill you, you died to make me.
Well, if anything, I kind of listen to Alwyn's ramblings sometimes, and I don't think he was necessarily trying to make you. If that's any consolation.
Well, I'll
Think of it as a happy accident.
Suppose we'll find out in time.
Okay.
Garrick moves forward.
They follow you. Let me just doop-a-doop-a-doo back to the hub.
Yeah.
And token layer. You all make it back to the hub, and Jack just gasps and like reels back. Oh! What happened here? Yeah, I don't know. I've been saying this the whole day. I don't know. But nothing ventured, nothing gained. Am I right? Oh shit! It
Nothing
goes to the
ventured,
shadow
nothing
realm.
gained. Pop dies.
Yeah,
Oh.
all one pops. No, he turns around. Pardon me. That's what I was trying to click. I'm an idiot.
No, you're good.
And he puts his hands on his hips. Okay, where to, Buckaroo?
Garrick looks over the side. Are there more dead hymns over here as well?
Yeah.
Uh-huh, okay. that's just going to be a reoccurring pattern, isn't it? Alright.
What is?
Dead
Oh
me.
dear lord.
There are many dead me's around. I'm wondering if this means I wasn't the first attempt, but perhaps. Well,
Maybe.
Garrick lets that thought sort of trail off as he goes to the top right.
Okay.
Because going diagonally would, one, be weird and out of order, and two, you'd have to cross the maw.
And let me just prep the other map.
Mhm.
Bumba dumba 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 dumba. Bumba dumba da. Let me just doopa doopa doo. And you make it over here.
It's me! Oh, what am I, in the ribs? Look at all this. Whoa. It's
There's a
very
man
funny
sitting
because,
at-
gosh, without giving too much away, spoilers for the series finale of Owl House, but this reminds me of the whole like Titan's body thing, because the island that show takes place on is just a giant dead creature, and
Yeah,
like
I
its
still need to
ribs
watch.
just
I still
come
need to
up.
watch the Owl House.
Oh well, we can watch that because I just finished it. And I would want to watch it again.
Yay!
We'll add it to the list. Anyway, we're definitely
There's
in
a
like the
man-
chest because there's ribs here,
Well, it certainly looks like it's ribs.
right?
You come into what looks to be once a tavern. There's tables and chairs knocked over, and it smells of spilt alcohol and the burning tinge of iron. There's a man sitting at the counter with a drink in his hand, wearing a certain uniform that looks startlingly similar to the one that you were found in.
Hmm.
Hey, so like, Alvin kind of elbows you. So I've known Edward for like years, like outside of you. So let me try real quick, cause he hates you.
So Key notices something. Therefore, Garrick notices. Is his scar going the other way on his face?
No, it's because
That's-
you're flipped. It's because you're flipped.
Ew, okay, I was like, is that like
Here,
a?
do you want me to flip you back over so you can see the?
Ah, I see. It's going over the right. They're just looking. Okay,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
His token is flipped.
That's
to
what
yours.
I thought, but I was like, oh, is it a weird thing if it's on the other side of the face? What does that mean?
No, but you know what?
What does
He
that
hasn't
mean?
turned to face you yet.
I mean, I guess I don't know that. Oh, you know, fair enough.
Yeah.
Garrick wouldn't notice that, but I would notice that. And I was like, oh, spooky
Mhm.
left scar on the other side of face mystery. But if that's not the case, then never mind.
Oh my, 2 Garricks. I'm very lucky. Could you turn him off or something?
Trust me, I've tried.
Gross. Okay. And like he like turns back to Edward. Hey man. And Edward very unceremoniously turns around and launches his drink at Alwyn. And Alwyn like clatters like, ah fuck! Dude, it's me! I fucking know it's you. And he like stops and like stares at you. Give me a perception check.
I will. And this is Edward.
This is Edward.
Can I get a
let
nameplate
me-
for him
let me-
also?
Nameplate.
Please. There we go. So I don't forget. Mid conversation. 16. Ugh, not great.
Well, it's not too hard to notice, but let me just. You notice immediately this man's eyes are blue.
What a handsome man. Yeah, oh yeah. Yep.
And he glares at you, Garrick. What is he doing here? Well,
I'm
he's
trying to get
sleeping.
out.
Cool. Get out and find yourself your own body.
Words so easy.
And he very angrily gets up from his seat and stomps over to you. Who do you fucking think you are? Jacking my body from me. Stealing my fucking name.
Keen is surprised because he didn't know that the last part. Wait a minute. I was like, what?
He
Wait,
who.
what? He who? I would say I'm sorry, but I don't think it means much now.
He just glowers.
And I'm afraid I can't just give up this body. It's not that simple.
What do you want?
We're trying to assemble all of us in hopes of getting me out.
Why should I help you? Oh, come off it, Ed. So what? His name's sort of like your last name. What's it matter? What's it He, gestures very angrily to the fake Phoebus. What do you think it matters? Okay, so you saw one time. That's not the end. It's disgusting. I don't care what you think. It's not yours anymore. You're dead. We're all dead. What do you want? What do you want me to do? I can't just undead us. You're magic. So what if I'm magic? I still can't just undead us. That's not how my magic works.
Is there any way to help any of you pass on if that's what you want? I don't want anyone to be a prisoner here.
I mean, not that I'm really aware of. I think there are spells that can, make bodies, but I'm not sure how we'd get from point A to point B. And Edward just kind of groans loudly and rolls his eyes. This dude is super abrasive compared to you.
Mm-hmm.
Look, Alwyn puts his hands up. You help him get out, he can help us get out later. And then maybe you can get a new body. I don't want a new body. I want my body. Well, your body's all kind of gray now. Well, it wasn't like that when I left it. It's not his damn fault. He got pumped full of different blood. I mean, shit. And they're just gonna keep bickering.
Oh gosh, what to do?
Jack just kind of awkwardly pulls at his collar. I mean, I'm sure if we all just kind of work together, it'll be okay. I hate it when they fight.
Look, I can't give any of you a body that I don't have, and I can't say even with everything, I cannot give this one up. It is mine now, but if I can help any of you pass on into... Oh god, Keen's trying to remember. It's like Phrasma's Boneyard, right? That's like the afterlife? I think that's what
it's like
called.
the Boneyard.
If I can help any of you pass on into the Boneyard, then I will do everything in my power to do so. That way you can be reborn in some other time.
Eh? That's kind of a good deal. How is that a good deal? It's better than watching him bone Blondie. Ugh.
It's true. If you're stuck in my body, you'll have to see that an infinite number of times.
Ugh. Listen, I don't want to hear about what you're doing with my dick.
Garrick shrugs. The choice is yours. You can either stay here and wallow in your self-misery, or you can help us.
And this man runs his hand down his face. His very, very flesh-colored face, and not at all kind of dead looking like yours. And he just kind of scoffs and shrugs. Fine. Fuck. still don't like you.
I think I could live with that. And Garrick starts making his way back to the hub.
Alwyn just kind of calls after him. He's just mad because his last name's Garrickson.
Garrick kind of puts up a hand, like, yeah, like it's fine. Let's go.
Alrighty, let me just adjust this map real quick. Booba dooba dooba. You're not supposed to be here. Get out of here. And you make your way over here. And Edward just sort of looks around at all the flesh and the blood and just kind of glares back at you, Garrick. What did you do?
If I knew, then I would tell you, but I apologize for whatever it is you're about to see.
And stop right there.
Mm-hmm. I figured. The middle seems like a good point for a place to happen, or for a thing to happen.
This vision comes to you in what looks to be some sort of hidden hideout with a banner of a blue cougar on the wall and two men huddling around a campfire. And you see a slightly more alive-looking version of both Edward and Alwyn leaning over this fire together. And Alwyn stretches out this missing persons poster. Okay, so I got a report, town called Crooked Cove, missing a farmer. Not a huge deal. Thing is, and he snaps down at the painting of Jack. A guy at the general store says he came in like a week ago with a letter with a job offer for Xarwin Manor, and this man, this shaved, unscarred man, rolls his eyes and scoffs. Xarwin Manor. How many reports of missing people have we gotten from there? Oh, like 50, maybe 60. Ugh. Rich scumbags taking advantage of the lower classes. Not really a surprise. Yeah, but get this. Guy couldn't read, so he went to get help for the letter. The letter said, "Don't tell anybody about this." Sounds like we got a kidnapping. Sounds like we got a kidnapping. I'm not interested. Oh, come on, Ed. Not everything's gonna be like some big, cool fight. You gotta let yourself, like, do some, like, small good. Last time we did small good, we got ran out of that manor. Ugh, didn't even get off with all the gold we wanted. Yeah, well, not every heist turns out the way you want. Say la vie, whatever. But we still managed to distribute a whole bunch to, like, the people around here, so, like, whatever. But I'm gonna go and I'm gonna talk to this Xarwin guy. Why the fuck would you want to do that? 'Cause I want to get information about our missing Jackie boy. Keep up, Ed, you fucking nimwit. Shut up. Okay, so I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna talk to him, I'm gonna leave something in the dead drop. Okay, but if I don't find anything in the dead drop in 1 week, I'm coming after you. Oh god, it's a noble. What are they gonna do? Kill me? Well, it's not the noble you gotta watch out for, it's always the people that they hire, right? True. And this memory fades away. You good?
Garrick kinda shrugs, like, yeah, that makes sense. No,
What makes sense?
out of character, he said he's gonna leave something in what, the drop box, the night drop. What was that?
Dead drop.
The
It's
dead
a
drop.
thing where spies will leave notes hidden in like the woods and stuff for each other in like the little posit box that are buried. So it sounds like that these two had been working as like revolutionaries or anarchists for a while.
And I assume nothing was left in, and that's how Edward figured something was up and then came a run-in.
You don't know. But as you kind of turn back toward the exit and move to keep going, This memory, it feels like it's outside the manor. It's raining, it's wet, and you see Edward kind of stumble back. There's a gash in his face, and he's clearly lightheaded from the blood loss as he's clutching to the halberd that you use, and he's glaring up at Xarwin. What the fuck did you do to Alwyn? The fuck did you do to him? And ISF Xarwin just shrugs. I haven't the slightest idea what you're talking about. And as Edward, moves to... He roars and he moves to attack this man. He slips and falls back on the slick floor, the wet grass, and with the effect of both the wet floor and the blood loss, he falls back and is knocked prone, and he's gasping for air. This injury is very serious already, and he's probably going to die from this, but he's not ready to go down. And he bites down another scream as he tries to sit up, and ISS Arwen just walks towards him with the hatchet raised. Any last words? Edward spits blood and snarls at him. Fuck you! And ISF shrugs. Poor choice of last words. And he brings the hatchet down. Did that pop-up show up?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got it.
Yeah. And the memory fades away. Just like the rest. Edward, not caring that you're kind of standing there witnessing visions, just charges past you very angrily.
Garrick sighs, and I mean, what can he say at this point? He's just sort of expecting this now, and moves forward.
Alwyn kind of tries to keep the mood light as you all keep walking. And don't take it too personally. He's always kind of been a dickhead. Yeah, I mean, ever since we were kids too, right? It's funny. I don't really remember much of my childhood and stuff, but I do remember him. Always just being a loud prick. Good guy, though.
Garrick doesn't say anything and just keeps walking forward.
Okay. Quiet type. Cool. I can handle that. And you all make your way back to the hub.
Alright, only one more place to go. Garrick walks past over here, probably sees more dead hymns. And,
hang on. Let me at least bring them up.
I'll go for it. I mean, yeah, you could bring up,
all of them?
Sure. I mean, yeah, I assume they're all over the place, so that's just what I've been picturing in my head. So if you want to, then by all means.
Hang on, let me... Did I get the ones over here? Yes, I did. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. That's all of them. And the fake Phoebe kind of comes up next to you. You know it's your brain trying to calm you down, and it wraps its arms around your arm and walks in tandem with you. You know I love you, right?
I know. And Garrick lets him do that, and they just keep going.
You just hear Edward scoff behind you, like he's some sort of teenager seeing people do PDA.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hey, buddy, real quick. Since Thomas is kind of the only one left, he doesn't really. And Jack steps up. He doesn't really let us come in without asking. So, maybe you should go on ahead.
Very well. Will you all be okay here? I
mean, he kind of gestures around. Nothing's hopped up yet. I am. he gestures with his crossbow towards, like, the pit of dead Garricks below him. I'm keeping an eye open, though. I'm expecting one of them buggers to jump up.
Well, if your lives are in danger, then do not ask for permission. Just come in.
Okay.
And he goes.
Let me just double check. Yeah. And you walk into what your brain recognizes as the library in Xarwin Manor. On the floor are all the bookshelves that you squeezed between with Phoebus and everyone else as you read in book upon book, trying to uncover the mystery of the house. The fireplace, which doesn't much look like a fireplace anymore, is unlit, and there's a man sitting in front of it, with his arms crossed behind his back as he just sits and thinks.
Garrick comes up next to him and also sits down.
He glances towards you. Garrick.
Fuck, I forgot his name again. God damn it. Thomas?
Oh, hang on. Is his name not showing? Hang on.
No.
Yeah, it's Thomas.
Okay, I was like,
you
fuck,
named him.
I know.
Named him.
Look, it's been however long it's been since we played, and I have not thought about it since. So I came up with that information very late into a lot of stuff I made up as I went. But anyway.
Very fair. And he glances towards you and nods in greeting. Garrick.
Thomas.
I'm guessing you came to ask for me.
I did. I'm trying to get out, and I think I need all of your help to make it happen.
Well, I certainly don't know what you expect from me.
I don't either.
He has a very silent laugh. You see the shake of his shoulders as he just kind of goes, ha. How very like you, to just charge ahead without thinking.
It usually works.
For you, yes. For me, not so much. I suppose I owe you my thanks, though.
For what?
And he turns to face you. My mother. You helped her move on, and for that I am grateful. But as I am now, I doubt I have much use.
Do you... I mean, I saw what happened to, I saw what happened to Alwyn when he died, and... Do you regret
Thomas
any of it?
Closes his eyes and nods. I followed that man my entire adolescent life. My mother worked for him, and by extent, I'd had to as well. I know what happened to the people in the basement, and to keep me quiet and to keep her safe, I worked directly under him. Of course, that didn't work out in the long run. He ended up killing her and killing me. They say you should be careful with where your loyalties lie, and I wasn't careful enough. I do regret what I did. Of course I do.
Part of me, perhaps the part that is you, understands. I would do anything for the people I love also.
Thomas gives a small smile and nods. Yes. Around the time that you remembered my life, I became aware of yours. I was never much one for watching you, but it was cathartic, I suppose, to watch.
Oh, sorry, my cat's here. Hello, cat.
Hello, cat.
I just jumped up.
Do you like the horror house?
Yeah,
Do
Tiger.
you like the horror house,
Do
kitty?
you like the horror house?
Do you like the horrors that almost killed me?
He just wants to. He just wants to be up on the desk and in my way because he hears me talking and he wants to be involved.
Sweet boy.
He's a sweet boy. Yeah.
Perfect opportunity for me to refresh my palate. And
I
he
think it's
looks
time
down
we go.
and fiddles with the poison ring. Yes, I suppose so. And as he walks on top of the water. You do not. You are knee deep in this.
Hmm.
Let me just doopa. Why do I have everyone here?
Because they're all in here.
They're all in here. They're all here with you.
Wow.
You come to this next opening. Thomas seems unbothered by all the red. All the meat.
I'm sure he's
The
used to it.
squish. You'd think he would be. But you see a slight sneer as he looks down at like the red staining his shoes. He doesn't seem too pleased. And as everyone before, you see a memory of Thomas's. And he's walking down the stairs to the basement as he turns the corner and faces the head of the house. You called for me? Iosif nods and stands up from his study desk as he gestures towards Thomas. Young Athamir, you've been quite an asset. You've assisted me in gathering not one, but 2 bodies. And Thomas, you see him kind of roughly swallow and nod. Of course, sir. But I'm afraid that with all things that are useful, they come to an end. I'm hereby terminating your employment at this house. And Thomas looks surprised, and he raises his eyebrows and kind of looks stunned. Sir? Did I do something wrong? Oh no. But I'm afraid... And he like wraps his like an arm around Thomas's shoulder as he turns him around and starts to walk him toward the wall. I'm afraid you know too much. Sir? And he puts his hand behind Thomas's head and shoves his head into the wall. And he shoves it over and over and over again until it smashes. That show up okay?
Mm-hmm.
And as his body slides down the wall, the front part of his skull caved in, the memory fades away. And Thomas steps forward a couple steps and turns to look at you. Having a fun night, I'm guessing.
Not remotely. Let's go.
And as you walk back into the darkness, it's so dark, and you keep walking and walking and walking until it is pitch dark and you can't see anything. And you wake up. It is cold and dark. You can't feel much. But Phoebus is leaning over you and petting your hair lovingly like he does some mornings when he wakes up before you do. and it's almost nice enough to help you take your mind away from the leather belts digging into your skin.
Garrick struggles to try to break free.
Can you move?
Are you asking me, or is that in character?
I'm asking you. Can you move?
Can he move? He's gonna try. Like, I can't move the token, obviously, but
Oh, you know what? That's my mistake.
I thought that was on purpose. Like that was
That's
just
not you.
That's just
This is you.
Oh. Oh man. Well.
And
there's me.
as your awareness comes to, you're not sitting in the chair, you're not even laying in it, and Phoebus isn't petting your hair. And you look around, and you see the gore and the blood staining the smooth tile of this laboratory. The blood and the rust staining the tools laid next to you, and you get a closer look at the body laying on the counter.
Oof.
And Phoebus is still just petting its hair, lovingly as he looks down at it. And your panicked eyes within the glass jar that you're contained in look around, and that's not the only body. You're surrounded by discarded ewes. Oh, did I accidentally bring you to the count? Yeah,
you
no,
did.
No,
oh, good, I'm back to normal. Oh, wait, no.
Back in you go! Back in you go, naughty boy!
Ah!
You see so many dead ewes strewn about this room. And if you strain hard enough, you don't have ears as you are, but this is a dream. You know it's a dream, and you can sort of hear Phoebus muffled through the glass. It's all right. Everything's going to be okay. And you know why that is, darling? Because I'm right here with you. I would never leave you. What's going through your brain right now, Garrick? That lovely pickled brain of yours.
Garrick is trying to like snap himself out of it so he can like, he knows it's a dream, and trying to follow dream logic. He's trying to like force his will upon the dream and change it how he sees fit. For starters, just to get back into his normal body. Is this like a will save kind of thing? Can I roll that to try to sort of recenter myself and not be in like in this brain state in a jar?
You know what you can give me?
Oh boy, what?
You can give me a perception check.
Okay. I mean, that's actually the same number, so that's fine. 14.
You
Roll
hear
low on these.
clicking of footsteps coming from up here, up above you, behind you, and you can't really swivel in the jar, but you hear the kind of low muttering of someone as they are walking into the laboratory. That one didn't work. That one did not work either. And this figure walks into the room and stops staring at Phoebus. Do you know who this is, Garrick?
No. What the fuck? It's not Xarwin, and it's not the weird bug alien.
Are you sure it's not Xarwin?
I don't know. It's like a weird, fucked up looking Xarwin, because there was Xarwin, and the only reason Xarwin was able to do what he did was because of like the bug alien that knew about brains. So it's definitely not that. What the fuck?
Are you sure?
Well, you zoom the fuck in.
Because it sure looks like him. Did it? Hang on, shift.
It looks like him, but oh yeah, there it is. But like scarier and worse. Oh my god. You can see his bones.
This vision of you can only guess as ISF Xarwin walks into the room. He is haggard. He is see-through. He looks like a shard of his former self, and he stops and stares at the Phoebus. What the hell are you doing here? And Phoebe doesn't really respond, just keeps petting the corpse's hair lovingly, very sweetly. And he comes around and he stares and peers at him. You shouldn't be here. But if you're here... And he looks around very cautiously. No, 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 I'm not done yet. I'm not done yet. No, 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 no. And he very panically looks around again, and he takes off down this way again.
Great. Still a brain... Still a brain in a jar.
You know what you can give me, Garrick?
What?
You can move a little bit. You can feel the slight little impulses of electric energy moving through you as your brain sends signals through the rest of its form. You could probably trick it into thinking it's working properly.
Oh, how
Give
do
me
I
an
do that?
athletics check.
Athletics check. That's an interesting choice. 19.
Your brain slams against the glass, and it teeters on the edge of the table, and it crashes. And it crashes on the ground, and you form up again. Oh, hi, Garrick.
I am back to normal. Let's go, Phoebus. I don't want to be here.
Phoebus doesn't quite respond right away. And you see him kind of shudder and convulse a little bit.
Phoebus, what's wrong?
And he puts a hand to his head. Ugh. What? And he kind of blinks a couple times and looks around him, and finally, despite everything that you've seen so far, he takes in the scenery around him and looks horrified. Oh my god. What's going on?
Wait, are you real now?
What? This... Oh, I get it. This is a dream.
It is worse than that. Come, we have to leave. He takes his hand and leads him out the way that Xarwin came. Whoop! Stretch. I stretch him so hard.
Yeah, you stretch him so hard, he becomes Longbus.
Becomes Long Bus. It's a dream, it's fine.
It's a dream, it's fine. He looks quite scared as he follows behind you. I won't make you go all the way. You can write right there.
Okay, that's fine.
Let me just go back to the herb. And you show back up at the entrance of Thomas's domain. Thomas doesn't seem surprised to see you, and he just kind of turns. You alright?
No,
Phoebus,
I am not.
Phoebus looks at Thomas like he is a goddamn alien.
It's a lot to explain. If we make it out of here, I'll tell you. I'll explain. We need to go. Although, I'm not sure where.
Yo, you good?
I don't know how this happened, but the real Phoebus is here now, and Xarwin is somewhere.
Owen squints and gets like real up close to Phoebe. You good, Blondie? And Phoebe kind of reels back and kind of like scowls at him. Who is this?
They are me. The people who make up who I became.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
We are in my subconscious or somewhere, but I don't know how you got here.
Phoebe just kind of rubs his face, and you get the inclination he does not believe you. Oh, good. I'm having another dream. Good. Just what I fucking needed this week.
Please, Phoebus. He grabs him on the shoulders. This is serious.
Yes, and I've been having recurring nightmares this entire month. I'm not in the mood.
Oh, out of character has... Oh, man! Oh, wait a minute! Hold on! Oh gosh, can I say this? I don't know if
Hmm?
your future character plans for Phoebe are a secret, or like, as far as
They're not
class stuff
necessarily
goes.
secret. They're not necessarily secret, but you can say. I don't mind.
Is you wanted to multi-class Phoebe into a psychic, and is he now having psychic hoo-has because his dreams are all fucked up, and now he's affecting my dreams? Oh no! But Garrick wouldn't know that. Garrick
He
doesn't know
wouldn't
about
know that.
psychics. He wouldn't know that. Oh man, very cool, but also
You.
oh fuck.
You.
Okay, how can I do this in game without? All right.
Owen.
Did Phoebe ever say what his nightmares were about, or is he just like, I'm
He
having
was
fucked up
having
dreams?
recurring nightmares about being possessed by ISF Xarwin. And other things, like seeing people he's never met before and all sorts of other things like that.
People he's never met before. Phoebus, the people in your dreams, do any of them look like them? And he gestures to the group.
I mean, he points at Edward. I know that one, but I don't know any
yes,
of the
that
others.
one.
Edward just kind of points at himself dumbly like me.
I'm wondering if your nightmares in this dream are connected somehow.
I mean, I
assume-
certainly guess they are. I mean, all my nightmares have been the same, but none have been meaty.
Yes, this
Oh
one
god,
is.
am I becoming a lucid dreamer? This sucks.
Hopefully not. I don't know if I could go through another one of these dreams. This isn't some sort of descendant of ASMR thing, is it?
How
The
rude! Of
sharing
course
of
it's
dreams?
not.
Well, I don't know. Sorry.
Alwyn, who is the self-proclaimed Garrick expert and sort of expert in this sort of realm, pipes up. I don't like the insinuation that we are a dream. Because
No.
we are real.
No, they are definitely real. Garrick leads Phoebe over this way, not stepping on the eye.
Oh, ew, ew,
Yeah, don't step on...
ew.
Well, don't step on anything, but especially not to those. Also, don't look over the sides of the chasm. It doesn't make sense. What do we do now? Where do we go? Where's Xarwin? I know he's here.
Xarwin? They all reel back at that, like, what? This is fucking news to them!
I saw him on the way back. It was an ordeal, but I think he knows I am here and is not happy about it.
Alwyn fucking gasps. Oh! Shit! Okay, I actually had a theory about this! So, maybe, because we were stewing in that red mist for a very long time, like a weird steak and marmalade, right? Maybe, and I'm just saying this is a maybe, this is a theory. And he puts his hands up like he's very expressive when he's gesturing. I'm saying perhaps a bit of him ended up in us. Not intentionally. I'm not saying this is the full Xarwin, because you definitely sent his ass to hell. I think this is like the last shred of him. I'm guessing, maybe. I'm not sure. But if he's here, what was he doing?
He was making me.
Oh, shit. Okay, all right. Then maybe, and he gestures everywhere around. This is his fault.
Garrick nods, like, yeah, that makes sense. He sort of turns to, like, and sort of calls out into the void. Xarwin, if you're here, show yourself.
He doesn't show himself, but something else happens.
But something else immediately happens.
The mouth opens.
Oh no! Vacuum sound.
There's like a wet, moist sound as these teeth pull apart and strings of saliva connect the two jaws as they separate. Oh! Ew! Ew! Phoebe, like, looks so grossed out.
You will not scare us with whatever trick this is. I told you to show yourself. Can I do an intimidation check to see if that does anything?
Sure.
I'm good at those.
Your voice echoes through the room as you shout, "Show yourself," and it goes down the mouth. And you can hear it echo in there. Thomas straightens up and kind of tries his best to peer everyone. He is significantly shorter than everyone here. He's like 5'3". If I were to guess, the man's not really much of a fighter. I'd say he's running. So we go after him then, and we kill him again. Wait, darling, where are you going? Don't leave me with these strange men. I'm not that weird.
Garrick turns around and reaches his hand out. We're all going in together.
What?
I could not defeat Xarwin alone the first time. I needed you and everyone else. It looks like that is what we will have to do again.
Garrick, I don't want to have this dream again. Can we just not do that?
If we end it here, then you won't have to dream anymore. Not about this.
No. Edward doesn't wait and he jumps down the hole. Other Garrick, no!
Phoebus, please.
Listen, when I told you to experiment, I didn't say to do weird stuff like this, and I hate this. I hate this a lot.
Garrick wraps a hand around Phoebe's waist and picks him up like a stick, and they both jump in. Just leaps in.
In you go.
And we go.
Down you go, everybody, down the hall. Whee!
He doesn't check to see if anyone else follows, but he assumes they would, but whether they do or not is up to them.
They do. Hang on.
Cool.
You hear footsteps and everybody running down after you. And let me just adjust this map really quick. As you all jump down.
You die, the end. You dummy. You jumped in a giant mouth.
End.
You fucking dummy, you stupid idiot. But it's like, well, I mean, makes sense. It is a gaping maw. It's usually a bad thing.
There's a gaping maw. It eats you alive and you're dead now.
Crunch, crunch, crunch. You're eaten by your own soul. Whatever that means.
Hang on. Ooba-dooba-dooba. And you all jump into the pit.
Whoa, I zoomed in way too much. Zoomed in at like 300% somehow. There we go.
Oops. Yeah, sorry, this is a big map.
No, I actually messed up the slider. We're good.
And across from you is Xarwin mid-run, and he stops and turns around in surprise as he sees all of you land. Whoa. Oh, no, I'm not done.
You are done. This ends here, Xarwin.
No. You were perfect. After everything, you were perfect. You're all in here and you're all... I refuse to let this be where I end. And before you can react... Hang on. Phoebus...
Oh.
Charges forward. How many times do I have to tell you to leave him alone? And he runs forward and he tackles Xarwin and they both fall into the water.
Phoebus. Garrick runs over and tries to, reach in where they fell and reaches down in hopes of connecting with something to pull him out. It's like he fell in quicksand. He's trying to reach down to pull him out.
You connect with something, all right?
Oh boy, he doesn't know what it is, but he's gonna pull it up anyway. Is that an athletics check, or do I just... Okay.
Nope, you pull him up.
Oh no, what the fuck? What the fuck is this?
He's been
Phoebus.
having repeated nightmares about being possessed.
Phoebus,
And
snap out of it.
he's convulsing and coughing up this green liquid that's coming out from his mouth and his nose and every orifice in his body, similar to how Xarwin left him when he ditched his body the first time he was possessed. And he snarls and kicks and scratches at you and shoves you off and steps back. Not this time. I'm not done yet. And he actually stops for a second and, like, looks down at himself. Oh. Oh, I see. He's got some new tricks. That's fun. And you see your components behind you squaring up to fight. You see Alwyn roll up his sleeves, and these tattooed arms are bared and they crackle with electricity. Edward brandishes the halberd that you yourself have. It's next to you in bed right now. It's leaned up against the wall. Thomas very discreetly pulls out a set of daggers from his coat and brandishes them, and Jack raises his crossbow and aims it at the possessed Phoebus and Xarwin combination. I'm going to boopa-doopa-doopa.
Does Garrick have any weapons on him, or did he spawn with nothing?
It's
basically?
dream logic, baby. You've got him.
Cool.
I'm going to get y'all to roll initiative. I have to get all the character sheets up. Ah!
Oh boy, so many.
Okay. Yep, I really did it to myself.
That's okay.
I'm just gonna pop everyone up first before I roll initiative. Boopa-doopa-doo. Jack, Edward. Boopa-doopa-doopa-doopa. Thomas.
Oh man, I need to look up a rule real quick.
I'm going to go one by one. So Nightmare Xarwin, initiative. Oh shit! What are you all doing here? Get out of here! I'm going to do Jack next. Thomas. Edward. And Alwyn. Sending. And I'm going to really quick. I want the grid. I want it to be. Everything's really big, please. There we go. I'm going to pop everybody on. Boopa doopa doopa. The grid. There we go. And I'm going to switch to music really quick. Alrighty, are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty, so Alwyn is up first, and let me just double check what he can do. How far of a distance does this have again? 500 feet. Okay. What about this one? 30 feet. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay, he's not close enough. He's going to... Alwyn, brandishing his tattooed sleeves, he rolls up and he is going to aim at the possessed Phoebus and Xarwin, and he is going to hit it with Phase Bolt.
Pew.
He misses horribly though.
Look, he's been dead a long time. It's not
It's been like
entirely his
60
fault.
years. He's out of practice.
Oh yeah.
Thomas is going to take some steps forward. 10, 15, 20, 25. 2 actions to get up here. And he is going to attempt to stab. No, that's the wrong sheet. I want Thomas. Stab.
Oh, that's
he
a
hits,
critical, baby.
That's a critical, baby. So he does... Ooh, and it's a perfect crit. So he does 16 damage to Nightmare Xarwin.
And then 5 precision if that applies.
No, not yet, because he's not stealth. I just have that in there.
Oh.
So he takes...
That's true. If he was
16.
flat-footed, then yeah.
Yeah. If he was flat-footed, then he takes some more. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Garrick.
Garrick is going to spend 2 actions to use Disrupting Weapons, which gives him that 1d4 positive damage to undead biz, in hopes that will work. Then he's going to use his final action with his halberd. He has reach. He's going to go for a non-lethal attack, so -2 onto this attack. Make sure all this is right. Yep. Those for the... Okay, well, awesome. All this stuff is correct. Alright, so -2 onto this. 23.
23 hits.
So 13
And he takes...
slashing damage and 3 positive if that applies.
Mm-hmm.
That
So
is
he'll
his
take
turn.
16 damage. Alrighty. Nightmare Xarwin's turn. He's feeling a bit confident, so he's going to use his special move. He is going to boop-a-doop-a-doo, use Amygdala backup, and he's going to use his entire turn to call forth some backup.
Oh, Lord.
And you know what? Can you roll me a d4?
Yeah. 2.
Okay. So, Garrick, behind you, you hear forming from the blood
Oh, boy.
the fight instinct. And that is his turn, and I have to roll the fight instinct's initiative. Ah! Hang on. I have to open the sheet. Eek! Why didn't I open that before? I'm stupid.
It happens to me all the time, even to this day. It's like, all right, I need to open character sheets. Oops!
And it... There we go. The fight instinct will go later. Okay. Jack's turn. Jack, let me double check with the distance on your crossbow, my friend.
You can definitely hit him from
120
there.
feet. Oh yeah, he's
Yeah, I don't
going
think that's an issue.
to just attack. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, boy. Does the crossbow, does he not have to reload, or is that like a free thing to reload on crossbows? I don't remember.
I'm pretty sure it's a free thing to reload on crossbows.
I know some
I'm not
bows
sure.
are like, you gotta spend an action to reload, and some aren't,
And
but that's
he-
up to you.
Fails miserably and misses every shot.
Ooh, 19's no good either, eh? That's,
It's no good.
unfortunate.
Edward is going to spend his first action to rage.
Heh.
He
No, that makes sense. Very funny.
he gets very red in the face as like his veins bulge, and he's going to rush forward and attack. Let me double check his movement again, just to make sure he can make this in one go. Yeah, speed 30. Yeah, he's fine. He's going to run on up there. And he's going to, because he also has reach on his halberd, he is going to attack. Wrong sheet. Me. 1, 2. The first one hits, and Nightmare Xarwin takes 12 damage. Alwyn's turn again, and he just kind of... He calls out to you, Garrick. So, like, are we trying to kill him or what?
Just knock him out, I'll figure out a plan later, and cover us. He gestures over to this fucking thing, like, go after that one.
Alright! And he is going to, he, like, rubs his hands together, and he is going to aim a bit farther away from you all as he unleashes a fireball.
Well, maybe that'll do it.
And this thing oh, that's a crit.
Is it? Do fireballs require... So, I know for some spells it'll, like, turn on the attack roll macro by default. Does fireball... Normally it's, like, damage and they make a reflex. I don't think... Unless there's something different.
This thing does not get a reflex. It is not a sentient creature.
Okay, so 28 damage.
So 28 damage. It's not... wait. Oh, this is a double crit. Oh, shit. Okay. Hang on.
It's 28.
Let me just do some math.
Well, there's no rules for, like, double crits, but it's up to you.
No, yeah. It's because it's 10 over its AC.
So it's just regular crit, then.
So this thing explodes.
Okay.
You see, it just pops like a red water balloon, and it
gross.
fades back into the
blood everywhere.
Blib.
Well, even more blood everywhere.
Thomas's turn. He is going to try stabbing Iosif again. He's very, very unpleased to see his old boss. He's going to, actually, he's going to step over here to get flanking with Edward. He's going to try again! 1, 2... And because the first one hits because of, flanking. So he gets 5 damage off. Oof. Without sneak attack, it's bad. Garrick.
Well... well, I was gonna try to... Garrick will come in here, and then he's going to use a power attack, which takes 2 actions. He's still going for non-lethal, so -2 on this.
Okay.
29.
Oh yeah, that definitely hits. And you do 20 damage to him. And he, in Phoebe's voice, just screams out in pain. And he's going to... Boopa doopa doopa. Okay, yeah. He hisses and swears at you, and he takes out a needle, and he tries to stab it into your neck.
Ew.
He's going to use Unmarked Serum.
Oh no.
And I need you to make a Fortitude save.
Okay. 25.
Okay, you narrowly manage to evade the effects of the serum. You feel like your body flush up a little bit, but nothing really happens. And he hisses, and he is going to go for one more attack. Because he's going to use Bloody Ectoplasmic Lash. It's like he just slashes out at you. And he misses because you're a strong boy.
Hooray.
He's in weak baby Phoebe's body. It's not going to work out for him.
He sure keeps taking over weak baby bodies, and that is his downfall.
And he's just cussing you out. He's so angry. He's like insulting Phoebus too. It's not fun. Jack is going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's going to get a little bit closer to you guys to get a better shot, and he's going to aim up again and try to shoot with his crossbow. 1, 2, and both miss. He is just short again. Edward. He just growls and swears. He hisses. He cusses both you and Phoebe out, and he's going to go for another couple swings of his halberd. 1, 2, 3. That first one definitely hits, and he is going to take 13 damage. And at this point, Nightmare Xarwin's not looking too good. I'll win. What can you do, buddy? He is going to awkwardly try to navigate around all of you, because there's so fucking many of you in his way now. He's like, oh shit, fuck. And he's going to use Phase Bolt as the tattoos on his arms crackle again. And he misses! Thomas, can you hit this man?
No.
No, he probably can't. He's going to try again, though, because he hates him so much. Yes, the second one hits. He takes 5 damage.
Nice.
Garrick. You can see he is severely injured. There's more of this green liquid coming out of him.
Garrick will keep laying on the smacks. He's not hitting him with the blade, obviously, but he has the blade to turn to the side.
Pole.
So he's hitting him with with the flat of the blade. So he's just like slapping him really with this with this thing. So we're gonna power tick this first one, -2, 25 for that sweet non-lethal.
Mm-hmm. So give him a 15 damage. And that's all you do?
Well, I have a third action. I guess I can try. It would be 20. Which I don't think hits.
Nope, it does not hit.
Okay.
And Nightmare Xarwin, surrounded by the lot of you, is going to try and retreat a bit. 2, 3.
I have attacks of opportunity.
You're gonna smack him?
I am gonna smack him.
As he turns to run, you raise your halberd. Swing, baby,
28.
swing. You swing and you send him flying. He goes flying into the bloody pool as he with a screech that sounds too much like Phoebus to be comfortable, he goes back under.
Are we still in? Oh, okay.
And after a couple seconds, hang on. They resurface. Phoebus is face first in the blood as he is just bobbing, and what's left of Xarwin is gasping and trying to reform and just grabbing at Phoebus like, no.
Garrick grabs Phoebus and immediately pulls him out of reach. So like over
pull him
here.
out of reach.
Anywhere else. Garrick looks back at that. It's over.
This isn't over. This isn't over until I say it's over.
Garrick comes up.
Don't you fucking come close to me.
I made you. Words.
I made you. Fuck you.
A poor choice of last words. Garrick brings up his halberd and slices through this thing's neck, if you could even call it that.
And it lets out this awful screech as it just melts and bubbles away into nothingness as it fades. Oh, so Alwyn pats himself down. That's it? He's gone?
He's gone. Garrick sits in the pool of grossness, and just so Phoebe isn't just laying in the gross, puts his head, leans him up so he's his head is resting on Garrick's lap.
He's not unconscious, but he seems almost catatonic. Almost like you think that the real Phoebus took over the dream one. You think he's gone now, if that's what you think is happening. Thomas straightens up and adjusts the cuffs of his suit. Well then, I believe that will be all. So, Are you supposed to wake up now or something?
Garrick looks around. That's what I thought would happen.
Maybe just has to sink in. I mean, I guess adrenaline's still pumping.
Hmm.
I don't know. I'm not a dream expert. I'm just a you expert.
Perhaps if falling asleep got me here, then it's my way out. And he lays down and pulls Phoebe up next to him and just closes his eyes. The source of like the part of him that tries to make him feel good, he holds it close and just waits for something to happen.
Everything starts to kind of go numb again. You know that feeling when you start to fall asleep and everything just kind of fades away, and you hear the voice of Edward, who is starkly similar to yours, but with a cadence that can never be matched, and he just goes, "Okay, fucking weirdo." And
Whatever.
whatever, you weirdo.
Whatever.
And
Girlfriend.
whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And
that doesn't happen.
you close your eyes. And hang on, what? Whoops. And you wake up. The sun is shining through the windows. It's a beautiful morning. You hear the birds chirping. It's wonderful.
How does Phoebus look?
He's passed out in the chair next to you. It looks like he fell asleep in the chair last night.
Garrick crawls out of bed. Phoebus sort of shakes him a little bit.
And he shaken awake.
It's morning.
There's like a pause where it's like he's processing the fact that he's awake before you see his brows furrow and he looks a bit green around the gills, and he pushes past you and runs into the washroom.
Garrick puts two. He's just gonna give him a minute, just let him get this out of his system.
And you hear the sound of him getting quite ill in the washroom, and like the sound of like him kind of banging his fist on the floor, kind of angrily, like, I fucking knew I was getting sick.
Garrick lightly knocks to the door. Are you going to be all right?
Oh, well, me, I'm fine. I'm just bad dream.
I had one also. Perhaps this is a day to just stay in.
Ugh. I don't know if I can take a second round of those kinds of dreams again, darling. And he very shakily gets up. He's all sweaty and kind of gross looking, which is not a look you're very used to seeing on him. And
Garrick puts out his hand for Phoebe to take.
He takes it.
Garrick very carefully leads him back to... Whoa. Oh, it popped out. Okay. Jesus, poor man.
And he follows you back in on very shakily, gentle legs. So, I had the weirdest dream. And it didn't start out weird, but then it got progressively weirder. Like, there was meat everywhere.
The meat dream.
And there were like 2 of you. And like 3 other men I didn't know. And trust me, I know a lot of men. Didn't know them.
No, Phoebus, now you're just being greedy. Garrick, like, pokes at him.
Jerk. But, and then I saw Xarwin there. I keep having those dreams with him in them. Like, I wasn't even possessed that long. It was like 20 minutes.
He was in my dream last night, too. I killed him, of course, so perhaps that's the last we'll see of him. It's a new day, after all.
All right. I trust you. But I also told you I was getting sick, and he, like, pokes you in the shoulder. I told you
I'm
a
sorry.
million times that
I
I was
know.
getting sick!
You were right. I should have listened. I'm sorry.
You should always listen to me, because I'm always right.
I know.
And he shuffles back into the bed. Oh, my back is sore. I feel like I got beat up.
Well, just take it easy today. I'll perhaps soon I'll go out and find us something to eat, something that you could digest proper.
And as you say that, you hear, like, the voice of Alwyn, like, kind of echoing in the back of your head. Ooh, fuck yeah! Snacks! Oh, shit!
Garrick,
Can you hear me?
Garrick, talking to Alwyn, but sounds like he's talking to Phoebe. A snack could be good. What are you hungry for?
Ugh. Anything that won't make my stomach upset. So, like, bread. He, like, turns over and kind of gestures, bread's good.
What does Alwyn say?
Alwyn also says bread. He's like, ooh, oh yeah, bread, get like a cross bun or something.
A cross bun
And then
it
you
is,
hear,
then.
and then you hear like Edward shout from like even further back, like, "Are you fucking talking to him? Shut up!" And 1 second, as I quickly adjust something. After this adventure, Garrick, you get a special feat that's exclusive to you.
Oh my god.
You get internal dialogue.
Oh, holy
Whatever
shit.
once was blocking the spirits within you is dissipated, allowing you all to communicate freely. You do not need to speak aloud to talk to them, and they cannot be heard by others. Once per day, you may consult a specific spirit to assist you in the following skill checks for a +1 bonus. Alwyn for Arcana, Jack for Crafting, Thomas for Deception, and Edward for Intimidation.
Oh my gosh. Nice. So cool. Let me copy and paste all this so I do not forget it. Blank.
The end.
Yay! Oh, let me zoom back out. Oh, there's all of him sticking out of the head.
Thanks for playing.
Thanks for playing, and thanks for having me.
Yeah, I'm so excited that I got to finally do this.
Hooray! Very good. Very cool.
Yay.
Can't wait to brag to everyone about it. Oh man, should I stop the recording now? Should we just leave it at that?
Sure.
Alright. Bye!
Bye.